Well, thanks for visiting us here at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Thursday forecast update. It is chilly, quite the change for us today, as it's definitely going to feel like winter. A lot of sunshine, so looking out the window, it will look like a pleasant and warm day, but you go outside, you'll get hit with temperatures in the 20s this morning and then warming into the 40s and 50s this afternoon. It is going to be warmer on Friday, so we do have a warm front coming back tomorrow. Should give us another day in the mid to upper 60s, and then the weekend will be turning cold again, and we've had the forecast models highlighting earlier in the week maybe some rain over the weekend, and the last few days we've taken that rain out because it hasn't looked like we'd see rain over the weekend, but now some of that rain is back in the Saturday forecast potentially here, and just given the colder temperatures this weekend, I couldn't rule out maybe just some snow flurries on Saturday as well. So we'll get to that in just a moment here, but your temperatures in the teens and 20s to the north of us, and it is that Arctic air that is pouring in this morning, so you'll step outside into temperatures at sunrise that will likely be in the 20s and low 30s here. High pressure just to the west of us, that's steering in that cold north wind this morning. Thankfully, there's not much of a wind chill, so the temperatures here in the 20s and 30s, we're not feeling the wind chills in the teens just yet, but I do think at some point this morning we'll see the wind chill drop maybe down to about 15 or 16 degrees north of I-30. Either way, just kind of take the bigger jacket for any outdoor plans this morning. Sun's out this afternoon, so you can just go with the lighter jacket or some long sleeves later today, and likely will be just fine, but we do have that northwest breeze, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. A lot of dry air too, so just make sure you're hydrated today. Take the chapstick, you'll need that as well. And you can see the temperatures in the 40s and 50s this afternoon. Should feel a little nicer once the sun is higher this afternoon, but there's a look at the highs today at about 54 in Texarkana and Natchitoches, and 52 for DeQueen Shreveport, likely in the mid-50s today, which is a few degrees below average for us. And then tonight, you can see the lows will sink to near freezing in the northern Arklatex, but that warm front is coming through tomorrow, and that will send us to about 60 degrees or so, mid to upper 60s for a lot of Texas and Louisiana. And we may pull in some moisture tomorrow. Warm air, we talk about that, holds more water, so with that south wind coming back, we may be able to pull in some moisture on Friday, which would set the stage for some of that rain on Saturday. And that's what the forecast models have kind of lacked the last few days, is just that moisture returning ahead of our weekend cold front. So we may run you through Saturday here on your Robbins Toyota Futurecast to show those mostly clear conditions today and likely tomorrow as well. Highs tomorrow should feel great, and then we do have that cold front that's coming in Friday night into Saturday morning, so a few clouds early in the day Saturday, and you can see a little precipitation popping up here, and given the temperatures will be near freezing, not out of the question we could see maybe just a few flurries here in the northern Arklatex, but there's still a big question mark whether or not we'll actually have enough moisture return for precipitation, so just make sure you're checking back for updates. This would be low impact if we did see it, and you can see later in the day Saturday with the temperatures likely in the 40s here would just be some rain showers Saturday, so the timing of the front will matter as well, so we're kind of watching the timing and whether or not the moisture builds in, but I would expect a little more than just a few flurries if we did see anything on Saturday. But it is going to turn much colder over the weekend, likely in the 40s on Saturday, and I think we'll maybe be in the low 50s there on Sunday, and that's going to set up some chilly weather for most of next week as well. We have another system coming in Wednesday, and those temperatures Tuesday night into Wednesday morning will likely be a few degrees above freezing, but we may have a little window for some winter weather there depending on how it all plays out here. But definitely a return to the cool weather, as highs in the 60s tomorrow, but looking at the 40s and 50s over the weekend and 50s for most of next week.